admit that this was one of the most difficult decisions I have been called upon to make. I agreed to a rehearing because new evidence had emerged, and because of a change in certain other circumstances which had influenced my original decision. As you know, my primary consideration has been the welfare and happiness of the child involved. Although I'm also aware that the other members of the family are vulnerable human beings with their own needs and rights. Sometimes the court, quite literally, has to have the wisdom of Solomon in order to reach a just decision. Now, I've spent considerable time reviewing the transcripts of the original hearing and the revelations that have come to light since then, including the death of the chief witness at the hands of Mr. Spaulding's attorney. I've also learned the reason for Mrs. Spaulding's earlier emotional instability, the fact that she was addicted to a particular medication, an addiction which she has overcome. In addition, I've heard evidence that for 9 years, Mr. Spaulding withheld from his former wife the fact that she was unable to bear more children. I've also considered a statement from the counselor at the boys' school. He reports that since Philip has been living with his father, there are indications of a few minor emotional problems. Of course, I've taken into account Mr. Spaulding's recent remarriage, and I appreciate the fact that Philip's new stepmother seems deeply devoted to him. Nonetheless, considering all aspects of the case, I feel the best interest of the child would be served by granting custody of the child to Mrs. Elizabeth Spaulding, with generous rights of visitation for the father. I will entertain recommendations for those rights from both attorneys as soon as possible.
No.
The implementation of this change in custody should take place as soon as possible.
Your Honor, I wish you'd reconsider this decision. I know the...
Oh, my God. Mike, we did it. We won. Jackie, I want you to know how much I appreciate everything you've done for Philip and for me. Knowing that you were there looking out for Philip made the whole thing much more bearable. Please know that you can come and be with us at any time. We both love you. Thank you.
I'm sure you'll get a lot of mileage out of this victory. You must be very pleased with yourself. I knew you were a dirty fighter,
Listen
but I
here,
didn't think...
Spaulding.
No, you listen to me. Your insinuations and innuendos cost me this case.
The facts cost you this case.
You're a cheap grandstander, and I want you to remember one thing. I will never forget what you've done to me.
And now, the guiding light. This portion is presented by Pampers. They help keep baby dry. And by Ivory. There's a pure, natural kind of clean when you lather up with Ivory.
I think Pat's terrific looking, especially her skin. It's very healthy looking.
Having healthy-looking skin is...
You know something? I think I'm basically a night person. I mean, there's definite advantages to working a late shift. Like, I get to sleep in late. That's one. Of course, I don't know how I'm going to feel by 8 o'clock tonight. Hillary? Huh? I said I'd hate to do surgery early in the morning. Yeah. Hey, Who are you? Oh, I was just thinking. Is that the nursing program?
The nursing program?
Yeah, did you get permission to go into it?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard yet.
Well, are you worried about it?
No.
Well, you're worried about something. You want to tell me what it is? Roger?
I thought I knew him.
You did know him, definitely. And everything you knew was very bad.
He let me believe that he loved me.
Mm-hmm. And then he dumped you for Holly.
Yeah, but I understood that. I mean, he did explain to me about Christina.
Hillary, he could explain away everything he's ever done. Except for what he did to Holly.
I guess I just don't want to believe that. Just wish I understood what really happened.
Hillary, you know what happened.
I heard on the news that he pleaded not guilty.
Of course he did. I'd consider myself very lucky if I were you. He never got extremely angry with you. You don't have any idea what a guy like that could do.
I cared about him, Katie. I cared about him so much. I don't know. There was a part of him somewhere that I just never saw before. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it seems like I've been doing that all of my life. I think that I know somebody, and then I discover that they're not what I thought they were at all.
Yeah?
Well, like my parents. I mean, after all of this time, I found out they were living a lie. I just can't count on anybody.
Oh, come on. I think you can.
I gotta toughen up.
Look, I know you've been through some rough times, but everybody goes through them, one time or another.
You know what my problem is? I depended too much on other people. You know, okay, I did that, and maybe now I'm smarter. Now I realize that I could take control of my own life, you know, that I gotta take care of myself.
You are your own best friend.
Yeah.
Good. Can your roommate be your next best friend? You know you are. I'm glad.
You know, a lot of people would have said that, I told you so for Roger.
I think I said that, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the main thing is you're not the only girl in the world that's ever been hurt by a guy.
Yeah. Oh, no.
What?
Katie, do you think that Roger's going to get out on bail?
Yeah, I would think he would.
He's going to get out of jail and he's going to come to the apartment.
Across the hall.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to see him. Oh, God, Katie, I couldn't handle that.
I think I blame you.
What am I going to do?
Alan, I tried to warn you not to count too heavily on winning. You must cover yourself in case you lost. It was my best judgment of the situation that the judge might reverse his original opinion. That's why I wanted you to try for an out-of-court settlement with your wife. She wouldn't go for it. You knew that. As I recall, you were very reluctant to compromise with her. You were so confident of winning.
And I should have won. And I would have won with another attorney.
I did the best I could.
Well, that obviously wasn't good enough. You couldn't even handle Mike Bauer.
The judge allowed Mr. Bauer to pursue certain lines of questioning.
A competent attorney would have found some way to stop him.
I understand your disappointment, Alan. But I'm afraid you're going to have to live with this decision.
I'm damned if I will. I want you to file an appeal.
There can't be an appeal, Alan. The judge's decision is final.
What do you mean it's final? There's got to be some way to reopen this case.
I'm afraid not. This is it. Look, you have liberal visitation rights.
I want liberal visitation rights. I want complete custody of my son. I'm entitled to it.
I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I read the transcript of the first court hearing. And I'm aware of the facts that have since come to light regarding the murder of the key witness against your wife. Frankly, I feel it was a gross miscarriage of justice in the first court case. In my opinion, the boy's mother should have been given custody of him from the start. Well, I feel now that justice has been done. And for your sake, Alan, as well as the boys, I urge you to accept this decision. Try to live with it. And be the best father you can for the boy when he comes to live with you. It'll only be a matter of a few years, and the boy will be old enough to be on his own anyway. Is it so terrible he spend most of those years with his mother?
Are you through?
Yes, I think so.
Good. Because I've had it with you and your excuses. What it adds up to is that you're an ineffective and possibly incompetent attorney. Consider yourself finished with Spaulding Enterprises and with me.
Elizabeth has custody of Philip now. But Mike Bauer will never be a father to my son. I know how to stop that.
Is it true about your breakup?
I'm afraid so. See, I wanted something more dependable. Not this.
Do you mean I'm not going to see you anymore? Well, not exactly that, but the judge decided that you should go and be with your mom. Does Dad know? Yeah, he knows. Was the judge mad at my dad? No. No, he just decided that you should live with your mother. But why? Honey, I can't explain it, really. But everything's going to be just fine. Your mother loves you very much. And I know you love her, too. Yeah, but I wish we could all live together. As a family again. Yeah, I know. I wish that, too. That means I won't see you anymore. Well, we'll still see each other. We better. It just, won't be as much. So, I'll just have to come over and see you more often. I just told him.
I understand that you'll be living with your mother now.
Yes, Dad. When will I be gone?
I doubt I shall waste any time. Probably today.
Today?
I want to tell you a few things. You know how awful I feel about this.
Yes, Dad.
I did everything I could to keep you with me. But the custody hearing wasn't fair.
It wasn't?
No, not at all. Mike Bauer was ruthless and dishonest. You remember I told you how he broke up our family, how he convinced your mother to leave me and you.
Yes.
Well, that wasn't enough for him. He had to go all the way and take you away from me, too. He said some terrible things about me. He lied to the judge, and he convinced the judge that I was a terrible father.
But you're a wonderful father.
I want you to remember that Mike Bauer did this. And he did it by lying and cheating. That's the only way he could get you away from me.
Oh, Dad. Good God, Alan. Hello. Yes, tell him I'll be there later.
wonder if you'd be willing to talk to me.
Come on in.
Thanks.
Bet your pumpkin pie won't taste as good as Mom's. Bet it'll taste better. Because I'm going to tap it with this new approved cream tapping mix. I have the fresh milk.
Holly, you... I don't know what to say.
I know.
I do want you to know that I'm sorry. I just got back from the arraignment. Roger pleaded not guilty.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy finding a lawyer for him. Nobody wanted to take the case. But I did find one. Ross Marler, Justin's brother, he just got into town.
I see.
Holly, I know it wasn't easy for you to sign those charges against Roger. But I wonder if you realize what damage it may have done to both of you.
Damage?
No, I'm sorry, but it's just such a serious charge. I mean, it could ruin his life. It could be the end of everything for him.
Yes.
What I'm getting at is, well, don't you think that perhaps you overreacted to something that you could have worked out privately? Now, Holly, I know he hurt you. But isn't there room for some kind of understanding, for forgiveness?
Adam, I am afraid of him.
No, he wanted to give you and Christina a good life. No. No, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I love him. And I want to help him.
I know you love him, Adam.
The charges, I mean, the trial.
I'm sorry.
Would you go to see Roger? With me? And at least discuss it, No.
I feel sick from all of this. I wake up in the morning and I don't want to get up. I don't want to face today. I don't want to face what I know I have got to face.
I'm going to see Roger. Is there anything I can say, or anything you want to say to him?
Am I too early?
No. Come on in. He's ready. He just has to get his jacket.
Is Alan here?
Yeah, he's in the den with a long-distance phone call.
Probably best not to bother him.
Mom!
Philip! Oh, Philip. I've come to take you home.
I've been really happy here with Dad and Jack.
I know.
I'll still be able to see Dad, won't I?
Yes. Of course you will. Honey, you know how it's been. You've been living with your dad and visiting me. It's just going to be reversed. You'll be living with me and visiting your dad, that's all.
Whenever I want?
Almost whenever you want, yes. There are some things your dad and I have to work out. We have to make plans.
Yeah.
Honey, you'll see your dad a lot. You'll go on outings. You'll spend a lot of time together, I promise. It will work out fine.
Will I still be able to see Aunt Jackie, too?
Jackie, what's wrong?
Did I say something wrong?
No, honey. No, you couldn't say anything wrong. Everything's just fine. Go on. Go with your mother.
Are we going now?
Yes, darling, we're going now.
But what about all my things? All my books and clothes?
Okay, I tell you what, Buster. I'll, get all your things together and send them over, okay?
Okay. I'll come and see you, Aunt Jackie. I promise.
Okay. Okay, now, you scoot. Go on, out of here.
Hi. Thank you.
Forever.
Billy, what's a sacrifice?
A sacrifice is when the batter's out, but the runners advance. It's also putting up with these flat shifts.
It's all I...
And by new improved Dawn dishwashing liquid. Dawn takes grease out of your way.
What's the matter?
Philip's gone.
Gone. Elizabeth didn't waste any time, did she? Look, he's not gone forever. You'll see him again.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. But it's not the end of the world either. Look, I don't know why you're so upset. I'm the one who's lost my son. You've only lost some responsibility.
Alan, you know that Philip is more than a responsibility to me.
I know you thought a lot of him, perhaps too much.
I loved him. I loved him, Alan.
Jackie, you're too attached to Philip. You're not his mother. This situation may be better for you. Although God knows what'll happen to him now that Elizabeth has custody. He's too weak, too soft. He won't get the proper discipline.
No, he'll probably learn some love and understanding.
Are you saying that you think she'll do a better job of raising him than I would?
I'm saying I know he needs a mother.
Well, you should be happy then. He's got one now.
I could have given him what he needed. I could have made him happy. I did, Philip. And you made me believe that we'd have him. You promised me, and I believed you.
Jackie, you knew all along that there was a chance that I would lose custody.
But you didn't tell me that. You told me that we wouldn't lose over and over again, Alan.
I damn well wouldn't have lost if Mike Bauer hadn't lied through his teeth.
He didn't lie, and you know it. And I think it's terrible what you said to Philip about him.
I have every right to say to Philip what I think I want to say to Philip. Don't you realize that it's because of Mike Bauer that I lost custody?
No, Alan, face it. You lost custody because you handled the case badly. Particularly in the first custody case.
Oh? And how did I do that?
Because you encouraged Dean Blackford to do whatever he could in order to win. Anything, including perjury or murder.
I'm not responsible for what my lawyer did.
Oh, come on. You at least suspected that Villar was lying when he said he was intimate with Elizabeth.
Look, all I know is Villar swore to the affidavit, and no one has proved it false.
Don't you see, Alan? Don't you see? The judge realized you were being unfair to Elizabeth.
You seem to forget that Elizabeth is the one who walked out on our marriage. She's the one who initiated the custody suit. If I'd had proper legal representation at any point during the case, I'd have custody of Philip now.
I don't think so, Alan.
What do you mean you don't think so?
I don't think so. I think when it came out in court that you told Elizabeth that she could not have any more children.
Now, wait a minute.
10 years later, yes, I think it might have affected the judge's decision. In fact, I think he might have felt that it revealed something negative in your behavior.
Jack.
Something negative and vindictive and ruthless. And it lost us Philip. Philip is gone,
Shut
Alan.
up. Don't you ever talk to me that way again.
Hey, you were great, Mom. Real home cooking, right? College.
No leftovers?
With my roommates?
This got leftovers.
Just when I'm doing greasy pans. Okay.
You can't wash this glass in that greasy water.
Irresistible.
I think we should redecorate your room top to bottom. Okay. Something super special.
Okay.
How about something to do with one of your hobbies?
Can we hang some of my models?
That's it. Wonderful idea. And we'll repaint. And we'll get a new bedspread.
And how about a swing chair?
Swing chair. What do you think, Mike?
Sounds like a great idea to me. And I'm a good house painter. I could help you paint.
There you go. Expert help.
Yeah.
We can do that on Saturday, sweetheart. We'll have your friends over. And afterwards we'll have hot dogs and toasted marshmallows.
Dr. Marlowe's great at toasting marshmallows, and he could paint my ceiling. Because he could paint without even a ladder. Because he's so tall.
Well, if we have a lot of people over, if we have too many people over, there won't be any room to paint. You know what else I was thinking?
What?
Thought we might go on a vacation.
When?
Oh, maybe during the school break in the spring.
Where would we go?
How does Florida sound?
Florida.
Sunshine.
And the ocean. We can go swimming.
Yes, we can. Oh, darling. Would you like to see the Everglades?
Aren't there alligators?
Are there alligators?
Yeah, there are alligators.
And how about Disney World? Can we go there, too?
Wouldn't miss it.
Oh, great. Wait till I tell the guys at school.
Mr. Bauer coming with us?
No, Philip, I'm not going to be able to make it. I have a very important case coming up.
I have an idea. Let's start this redecorating right now. Go to the closet in the hall, get the tape measure, and start measuring your room.
Okay, we'll do.
I'm sorry, Mike.
It's all right.
Not all right. How's really gotten to him? I think everything else is upset him, too, you know. The moving, the change. He'll be all right. He'll settle down.
He needs time to adjust. And I imagine he wants to spend some time with you alone, and I certainly wouldn't blame him for that. You never gave up hope, did you?
Not really. I always had a feeling. Oh, but Mike, you're the one. You're the one who won the case. You were fine.
We won it. But now I have a much more difficult case, and that's with him. I have to win his trust and his friendship. I'll be right for the three of us.
You know, I don't want to bother anybody.
It's no bother, Holly. That's why we're here, to help other women. Holly, the Women's Crisis Center was established for one purpose. To provide help and counsel to any woman who's been abused in any way. We're women helping women.
Yeah, but what's to be done?
Oh, there's lots of things to be done. There are things that we can do. Remember what I told you at the hospital? That you're not alone?
Yeah, I know. Oh, I just wish I could get away someplace.
We have places you can go to. We call them safe houses.
Safe houses?
Yes. They're places where you can go and stay with women like yourself for as long as you want.
Could I go there with my little girl?
Of course. You could stay and bring her with you, too.
They're here in Springfield?
Yes, and outside of town. We don't give the locations to anyone. Only the women staying there know the addresses.
Yeah, what about the newspapers?
No. Nobody would know where you were. Not the press, not your husband. Nobody could find you. And we have people there who are trained in this kind of problem. Women who know the kind of pain and depression that you're feeling. They're professional counselors with special training in abuse therapy.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. Everything is too much.
It is too much for you to cope with alone. You need help, and we want to help you.
I feel that I should be able to pull it together now and not be so dumb and scared and confused.
Oh, no, I think you feel a bit worn out. And maybe a bit reluctant to ask for help. But no woman should have to face this alone. You shouldn't have to deal with the pain and the depression all alone.
I am afraid of the consequences.
Of course you are.
I am afraid that he's going to come in there and he's...
If you come to the safe house, he'll never find you.
Well, I'm afraid to be alone here.
Darling, I think that's perfectly understandable.
Well, how would it be if I came to stay with you?
Well, of course. I'd feel better if you did.
Well, maybe I should try that, and if that doesn't work, then...
We're always... We're there if you just want to talk to us.
Well, thank you. That's good to know.
You know, Holly, you're very lucky to have friends to turn to. So many women don't. But we're always friends to them, of course.
Thank you. I'm glad to know that you're here, nearby. And I think I will stay with my mother now. I'll be safer there.
I'm glad you're going to do that, darling. And I'm going to take very good care of you. I promise.
Ragu introduces its newest taste in spaghetti sauce in years. Ragu Classic Combination.
Joe, you will never know how hard this is for me. But I need your help.
Can Joe forgive the past? Watch Search for Tomorrow at 12:30, 11:30 Central and Pacific.
Hi, Bert. I hope I'm not barging in on anything.
Barging in? Hardly. Come on in, dear.
I'm sorry. I guess this isn't a very good time to come over. I should have called.
Darling, you're welcome anytime. You know that. Now, let me take your coat. I was just about to fix dinner. I hope you can stay and join me.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
Why not?
Well, you weren't expecting me.
Honey, it's an open invitation, and I'd be delighted. Now, you're going to stay for dinner. That's all there is to it. Hillary? What is it? What's the matter?
Well, Bert, I was wondering.
Yes?
I need someplace
to what?
I need someplace to stay. I mean, it would just be for a little while.
Oh, darling, you can stay here for as long as you want. You know that. We're your family. That's part of the open invitation I mentioned.
Well, I don't want to impose on or anything like that.
Oh, come on. You know perfectly well it wouldn't be an imposition. I have a guest room, and it's just waiting up there for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Honey? What is it? What's wrong? Come and tell me.
I don't know. I just feel kind of shaky inside.
Well, is your roommate, Katie, away?
No, she's there. It's Roger.
Roger? Oh.
He's got his apartment across the hall from ours.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He, kept that apartment, didn't he?
Yeah. And now that he and Holly have, well, I figured that when he got out of jail, he'd go to his apartment.
Yes, I guess that is where he'd go, all right.
Yeah, and I couldn't see him. You see, Roger and I were kind of close. We were closer than we should have been. And now I'm afraid of him.
Sweetheart, I understand that.
I was so stupid. I should have realized what he was really like. That he wasn't going to be any good for me. God knows enough people tried to...
Sometimes we just have to learn things the hard way.
Yeah, but, I don't seem to have much common sense.
It takes time, Hillary.
But I don't trust my own judgment anymore.
Oh, darling, I think you're being awfully hard on yourself.
I want to do the right thing, and I want to be sensible, and I want to be strong. And at the same time, I don't know, I just feel so mixed up about everything.
There are times when we just need other people, that's all.
Well, I packed my suitcase, and I figured that maybe I'd go stay at a hotel.
No. We'll go get your suitcase, we'll get you settled in the guest room, and then you'll help me fix dinner. I'm warning you. I'm going to put you to work.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Bert.